What's up, you guys? It is Mary
and Amma,
and we are late, but we are reviewing Married at First Sight today.
yes.
And I think we need to go all the way to the beginning.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess let's
It
start with
started with
Lindsay and Mark.
Lindsay and Mark, yes.
Well, they sat down and they were having their dinner,
Yeah.
and things got a little heated.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay was just basically saying that, you don't care about me, like it just doesn't seem like you don't like anything about me, and that I just
Right.
don't know where this is going or whatever and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, I don't know who you are, and like it's camera Mark and this, that, and the third.
Right.
And she's saying, I'm not satisfied. And he's like, I'm not satisfied too. I'm not satisfied too. And she's like, just listen to me. Like, just shut up and listen or whatever
Yeah.
stuff. So it's like everything that she was saying that she's not happy about, he was basically saying, yeah, me too, me too, me too.
Right.
So he was,
But they did get a chance to start. No, continue.
No.
Yeah.
but so he was basically just like, coming at her too, trying to justify his thing or whatever and stuff. Which I just thought what he did at that thing was just wrong.
Yeah.
You could have corrected that lady
After.
at home.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
home.
It
And
was
really-
not necessary.
And really, I just didn't even feel like she warranted any correction.
Exactly.
Like, that girl was being a little bit of an ass.
Katina.
Yeah. And, they both were in the wrong, whatever stuff, but Katina didn't have to say all that.
Yeah.
She could have literally just ignored her and then let her be talking to herself or whatever.
Yeah.
But you, as the man, you're there, you're supposed to be
Why are
supporting
you
your
getting
woman.
involved?
Yeah, like,
Don't
why are you
say
getting
anything.
involved?
Why are you getting involved?
Like, stop talking. Like, you should have literally just been there for your wife. Like, you need to be a team. You're talking about, let's be a team, but you're here correcting me in public and just being an a-hole.
Yeah.
Like, it don't
And then
make
you were
sense.
loud about it too.
Real loud.
Like
Have another drink.
Like Elijah was correcting Katina, telling her to calm down, but he was very quiet doing it, like whispering to her,
Yeah, he's probably tapping her underneath the table.
and that's all he was doing. But you did it. You standing over there, and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if
And like,
you don't
I can't do this.
I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
done. It's like,
They're like, you need to realize this is a team. This is a team. If this is a team, then why the hell are you here exposing
you
your
have just broke
ASS
team
here?
Yeah.
I know. So I just thought it was just
Yeah.
a hot mess that he even did that. And I just thought he was dead ass wrong.
And I thought it was really warranted the way she cursed him out.
Yeah. I was hoping that he
I
heard
mean,
some.
I don't think it's good to curse someone out, but I can see it was work. I can see why she did it, and I think that was fine, because it's okay. Someone upsets you to retaliate. I mean, that's okay. Now it's great if you, forgive them and don't worry about it. Let it roll off your back like a duck. That's great, but something. We're human beings, all right? Someone offends you, and she really went in on him. No, she really went in on him.
She left.
Really,
Nobody was
she
safe.
left no stone unturned.
And I feel really
Yeah.
bad for Mark if he was sitting down there watching it last week with her.
Yeah.
Because
Obviously, he doesn't seem as though he has taken it too much to heart. Maybe he looked at it like, oh, okay, she really cursed me out.
Yeah.
Like he's not taking it personally. So that's a good thing.
Well, I don't know if he heard everything. That's the thing. I don't know.
You'll hear it later on.
Yeah. Let's back.
Woman.
Okay, this is like basically the end. It's like 15 minutes left. Elijah Wan is there talking to Katina, talking about how you haven't cooked for me on this
Her
level yet.
wifely duties.
Yeah. What the hell are your husband duties?
I have an answer for myself is she enough woman for me?
Oh, he wants to know if she's enough
I
woman for
do feel
him.
as though I am putting an effort, but I can see the areas where you do put more than me.
You're still learning. You're still learning.
Like he's her
And there's
daddy.
nothing wrong with that. There's things on other fields I'm still learning. But when it comes to a marriage, those are some of these things are the things that I expect to be already there. I'm trying to figure out if you have that base. That's really what I'm trying to
He's
figure
trying to
out.
figure out
the
if she
fuck
has
do you-
the base.
What do you know about marriage? Have you been married?
I bought a home on my own. I paid off my student loans.
He's already
Oh,
bought
wait.
a home. He's paid off his student loans.
And there's nothing wrong. You're bettering yourself. But I'm trying to figure out what can my wife do independently that I can say on a wife level, I'm satisfied.
What
You know
can
I'm
his
saying?
wife do independently on a wife level
what are you seeking on a wife
That he can
level
be
that you feel
satisfied.
like-
Just basics, like, I felt like you didn't apply enough to the housewarming.
Oh,
Because the food your friends got. Cool, you called them, but you didn't grab it. Your
Oh.
friends went and got it. They brought that.
her friends brought food, but she didn't bring food
Oh, wait.
for the
You
housewarming.
should have cooked, but you didn't. And you,
I think you're
as your husband, that's why I stepped up and I said, you know what, I'll handle the chicken.
everything that those girls did, I told them to do all that. I just physically did not do it because I was at the apartment. We had to go shopping. I did the decorations. And then even with the...
Tina, let me stop you, because you're not even comfortable with what you just said.
I am...
I was with you when we did the shopping, and I was with you when we decorated. She put effort into my housewarming because we went and got the stuff, but I absolutely believe that she could do more. What I'm trying to say is that you say you orchestrated and made this whole thing happen, correct?
Yes.
What part did you do on your own? You weren't at home. You did not physically get out of the house and go get these things. So, well, hold on. So, when we talk about a wife level, this is what I look at. Because I'm telling you how I feel.
I know,
need to
and I-
see where you are as a woman.
Oh, he needs to see where she is as a woman.
If you don't want to cook, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna clean? I can't settle with somebody if I think they don't have a base on just being an adult, because they don't
Oh.
have enough life experience.
She doesn't have
Hold
a
on,
base
wait.
on being an
I'm
adult.
having with you. That's how I truly feel inside with me. I care for you so much, but it bothers me because I don't know where you stand. I have to see what you picked up. What does my wife is she a fast learner? I need to know who I'm married to.
She is so confused right.
You know what? I need a break. I do.
That's what I'm saying. I get where it's coming from. I hear what you're coming from. I really do. I'm not saying you don't have
She
it.
hasn't even
I'm not saying you
spoke.
don't have it, Katina. But I have to be real with you at the same time. As much as I
Girl,
love
just
you,
get
I
up from
gotta
the
be real
table.
with you. I have to keep you grounded because I have
Oh,
to
he
make
has to
sure
keep
that
her
I know,
grounded.
when I say yes on decision day, I know you could hold it down. Even if I break my leg, I know you could get things done without me. I can't say that about you right now.
I don't really know what else to say other than, like, I guess only time could tell. Cause
Yeah,
I
only time I
can't.
can tell because
I
really.
can't. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm woman enough. Like, I'm not.
No, you don't need to.
I'm not.
You don't need to.
I'm never
But
gonna
I'm
do
not telling you to do that, Katina.
That's what you're trying to. You're putting her down as a woman. He's gonna tell her how what to do, and then she has no adult skills. That's a
She
mess.
is getting
I
exactly
just-
what her ex did. She's getting the same thing right now.
I just feel like, yeah, yeah.
I can't believe this shit right here. He wanted to
and-
get her to a place of
right.
crying. Look at him.
Yeah, and
He's
he's
smiling with
still like
glee
that.
like a jackass.
Yeah, now she's crying.
He said, good, I've broken her.
Yeah.
What the hell?
There you go.
What does it do with gag balls?
You should have sex in a public place.
If I'm being honest, my vagina not getting wet for you.
Oh! What did he say? Oh!
Change because this isn't sustainable.
I felt like, oh, he's really passionate. He could probably handle me.
Doesn't matter.
Just his tone, like I feel like someone's beating up on me. It just makes me feel like I'm not good enough.
Yeah. I can't. Why?
I almost choked on my own saliva.
That is
Oh no. you ain't
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Oh,
so let's
my
just put her on
God.
mute for a second. And okay. So
Oh my
let's just start with Elijah one, and then we'll come back.
We have to start with him.
We'll come. Well, do you want to finish up with Lindsay, because you were already doing a live reaction. So what we were talking about just now was just Olajuwon just going in on Katina, right? So just like what you said today, what did you say today? We said that was going to be the title of our thing. The real Olajuwon
The fake nice guy act is over.
is finally over. That fake nice guy act, how he just loves his wife and oh my goodness, she's just so amazing, blase blase, that has disintegrated to
Abuse. Because that's what it is.
I
It's
mean,
abuse.
I just need to see if you just know how to be an adult.
I was an adult before I even fucking met you. How about
Like-
that? What do you think I was
need
doing
to
before I
know-
met you?
Yeah, I need to know if you have life skills because you have been too sheltered. How I bought my house, I paid my student loans. Olajuwon.
You want a damn cookie? You're a man. You're supposed to do that. You want a damn cookie? I'm tired of us applauding
it's
grown ass
not-
men for bare minimum stuff.
Like,
Like-
if you have bought your house,
Good for you.
A
Good
lot
for
of,
you.
A lot of men have bought their house.
Yeah.
If you pay your student loans, good. That's what you're supposed to do. Those are your student loans after all. You know,
He's the.
he just like, I want to kind of compare him to, remember that girl? I can't remember her name, but I know the guy's name. His name was Bobby. He was also on this Married at First Sight.
Bobby
Remember?
and
Okay.
Danielle.
And so Danielle came to Bobby, and he had bought his house, right? Probably, he didn't have
Had
any
a whole bunch
he
of
had no
savings.
debt, had very high credit score, owned his own home, and here comes Danielle, his wife, who is this? She has a job, just like Katina has a job, right?
Yeah.
Well, Katina is not working right now, he said.
No,
Yeah.
she works from home.
Oh, she
But because
works
she
from
works from
home.
home,
Got
she
you,
thinks that she
got
don't
you,
do
got you, got
nothing.
you. Okay, so she works from home. And so Danielle worked, but Danielle also was looking after
Dogs.
dogs.
Yeah.
Right. She will foster dogs, right?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of them, 3, 4 at a time sometimes, right? And sometimes she traveled for work. So he only had one dog,
Mm-hmm.
but it was an older dog. So she
Yeah.
has these dogs. She's gone. Bobby has to look after these dogs, clean up behind them. This man did not complain. Just this is my wife's other thing that she does.
He just accepted her.
Willing to do that while he was working, right? On top of that, Danielle had debt. She was $27,000 in credit card debt, right? And so here she comes with her debt, and he's looking at that, and he's like, okay, so you have that debt. He had savings. He had like
more than-
$40,000 in savings.
Yeah.
And he says, well, what we're gonna have to do, we have to pay
He said
these
he
debts.
wasn't expected to have to pay debts, but he had the money.
But he has to pay debt, he said, because this is my wife's debt. And when I got married to her, I took on her debt. And told her he'll pay that $27,000 debt. Okay? Like, there wasn't any, I'm putting you down. And then the other
Like
thing...
you're less of a human being because you
Because-
haven't paid your debt.
And then
Like
the-
there's so many
like,
people in America
and
who
then-
haven't.
And then think about it. She had dogs, right? That she left him with. She didn't make any arrangements for them. Left him with them. He still has to work, by the way. And she was gone. She had to travel for her job. He still cleaned up after the dogs.
He also wanted her to be a housewife though, because he grew up traditionally. He was a
Like-
country boy. That's what he wanted. But she said, "I didn't want that or whatever."
I want to work.
But mind you, 4 or 5 years later, guess where she was?
She's at
home
with the
because
second
she
baby because he showed
showed her that I
he's
got
a provider
you. He's a provider
and you're safe
with him.
me.
Yes,
Olajuwon, like you're there talking about
being a damn victim.
her being like, you need to see
Like she's her. Like he's
if
her
she can
daddy.
be independent and all this stuff.
Like, is she a
Hold on
woman?
a second. You haven't done the thing that's most paramount that you should do as a man.
Provide.
Protect her.
Right.
You haven't even protected her from yourself.
Yeah.
Look at the words you're using to her. She's a human being. Look at how you're taking pleasure in beating her down. She doesn't even feel safe. You can see this woman retreating
She didn't say
within
nothing.
herself, and she already has the bags under her eyes, which we noticed after the second day with you.
I thought,
She had these bags under her
I
eyes.
started
She
seeing it on the wedding day,
looks
though.
like an abused
Woman.
She already looks like that. You're not even providing your number one job. Your most important job to her is to be her protector. And which comes under provider. You're supposed to provide a safe space for her. You're not doing that.
My thing is though,
You're
like,
supposed to protect her even from yourself. You're not doing that. You don't like this woman. You haven't liked her since you saw her. I already saw that. I already said this man doesn't like her. This is another Zach. He's like a Zach 3.0.
5.8.
I already said so. He did not like her, but he came with all his rubbish.
Yeah.
Right? You saw it from the very beginning. And then I said, well, okay, let me try and give him the benefit of the doubt, but I could not take him seriously because some of the things he was saying, I was just like, you're looking in his eyeballs and you don't see the match. You're not seeing what he's
It's
saying
not
from his
genuine.
mouth. You're not seeing
It don't reach the eyeballs.
It don't.
No.
So you weren't fooling nobody with your words. We already know you don't like her. But just like Zach, it's not enough that you don't like her.
You have to breed her down,
You
too.
need to not only beat her down, you need to drag her name through the mud. Like this is some no good person, ain't got no life skills. Oh, on top of that, she cannot cook. I don't even remember Danielle cooking. That's her name. Her name was Danielle. She couldn't even cook. Remember, she couldn't make a steak. And he had to show her how to make a steak. And he said, well, okay, I'll make a steak for us. The man worked. He already owned a home. Had no debt. Paid her $27,000.
And had savings to take care of his
Paid
wife.
her $27,000
Ow,
debt.
my ear.
I looked after dogs that were not his. When his wife was not in town, he did all of that. Not because he worked out of the home did he expect that when he come home, she gonna cook for him. When he still came home, guess what? They were right there in the kitchen together, cooking together. Because guess what? She does not cook.
My thing
And
is,
then on top of that, he provided for her because he asked her. He said, what are the things that you use on a routine basis?" That woman spent per month something like $500 a month for skincare. And he was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "I mean, does he have to be fun?" She's like, "Oh, those things are expensive, and that includes my makeup and all that stuff." He's like, "Oh, okay." It made sense to him. Like Olajuwon, because you're out. You see, this man, he's not a man. No, not in the true sense of the word. Unfortunately for Katina, I'm going to tell you what happened to Katina. Katina is somebody who probably has been abused by someone who was not supposed to abuse her. Like a father, maybe a mother, someone who's putting her down, who makes her feel like she's not measuring up. When are you going to do? And she has done, and because of that, she ended up with a boyfriend because she told Olajuwon about this boyfriend that she had, who was verbally abusive to her. And when she cried, he will call her weak B. And she shared this with Olajuwon because Olajuwon was saying that she doesn't cry. And she's like, so that's why I have stilled myself not to cry. When she finally cried after he had broken her down at the table, saying that I just need to see where you are at as a woman, because before I can even talk about you being a wife, I need to see if you're an adult, if you got life skills. Like, he was just coming at her, his voice raising, his tone. And when she finally cried in front of him, that guy had a smirk. He seemed so satisfied, like, I got you. You see? There's no safety in you, Olajuwon. You're not a provider for this woman for just something basic as control yourself enough so that your spouse feels safe. You can't even provide for her. Let's forget about the rubbish that you're doing at work. That money that you're bringing, that money ain't going to make her safe. That house that she's living in with you is not going to make her safe. That house that you bought ain't going to make her safe. She's not feeling safe, and I hope she walks away. I hope this girl is not here saying yes, but she has been beaten down, and it starts from the home, her home. It hurts me because I hate to see young women in this situation. And I'm not even a Katina fan, but I hate to see young women in this situation where she does not even understand what even her standards are. He's just there like this, talking about her standards. What's your role as a woman? You're an effing man. Why the hell you want to know what her role is as a... Why you want to know what her role is as a woman? What is that your business?
And my thing is, like, he's here trying to tell her that you need to
emasculate
cook, you need
men.
to
Oh
clean.
Lord,
He's telling her that he needs her to cook and he needs her to
You
clean.
go cook.
But the thing is, she works at home. Like, just because she's not leaving the house does not mean that
She
she
works.
is not working a full-time fucking
Yeah.
job. You know, so like, and then on top of that, if you want to be cooking, cleaning, and you want to sit there and help you sweep, it only takes one mother effort to sweep. So my thing is, like, why are you even asking that?
See, that's the
if you're here
difference.
providing, like, she no
He's
longer
not
has
providing.
to work, then of course she can cook you meals. She had time to go to do a cooking class, whatever it is. She has time to go clean, whatever it is. The thing is, you are a piece of shit, and you don't
He's a
know what
piece
it
of
means.
Shit.
You don't know what
like
it means
this
for a woman to be a wife, because a wife is not someone that cooks and fucking cleans.
Like-
You should be able to do that as a fucking human being. From when you are 10
Haven't
up
you
until
been
you're
doing
older,
that all this
you
time?
should know how to cook and clean. Everybody should know how to cook and clean. Cooking and clean is not a job for a woman.
Oh
It's
my
for
God.
everybody. You have to wash your ass, don't you? Don't you have to cook? Don't you have to feed yourself?
I know.
Everybody needs to know how to do that. So
And
it
because
don't make
she's home,
sense to me.
you see, somebody has put down her job. A family member has put down her working it from home, letting her feel as though that's nothing. So
This
she's
man is
allowing this
intelligent.
idiot. You see, that's why parents, you got to do right by them girls, man. You got to
You
do
have
right
to,
by your
especially
children.
by the women.
Because if you don't do right by them,
Someone's gonna come around.
someone's
going
to come around and they're going to imitate your same bloody behavior. It's the parents I blame.
Yeah.
Whoever raised this girl, that's who I blame. Because if you go and you look, that's where it started.
Yeah.
And that's why she's been taking bullshit from these no good. You don't like her. You
No.
already said you've never dated black women.
Yeah.
You've just
And I honestly
you've
believe
just
that.
had sex with them. That's what you told her.
Yeah.
You just had sex with them, but you've never actually had a relationship with them.
Yeah.
You don't like black women.
No.
When you saw her, you did not like her. There is something that you don't like from wherever you got whatever the hell you got from. Nobody actually gives a damn. But you can't let her go in peace, can you? No. No, just like Zach. Zach couldn't let Michaela go in peace. Had to drag her through the mud.
And I had to make it looking crazy as shit.
Remember, even when they came and asked about, do you love, do you see yourself in love with me or whatever? He's like, you answer for it first. Why? He wants her to say, I love you, so that he has that opportunity
To embarrass
to
her.
lord over her now and say, I don't love you. And that's what he did. He asked her to say first, and she says, well, she said, I see the potential for love. I'm not there yet, but I see the potential for love. He's like, oh, you love me, drinking his drink, you love me. And she said, I didn't say that. You fall in love with me. And then she says, well, how about you? And he makes her wait. See, he makes this man.
I would have got up and
has
walked to the kitchen and made
such-
himself a sandwich.
He has such low self-esteem. He makes her wait, and she waits, looks at him, and she's looking all unsure.
Man,
and then
I
he
would have
takes
been
the
drinking my
time-
drink.
And then he takes the time to tell her, love is not even on the table. I like you. Just like that. Like, you could see he's behind. He was just showing he's behind. Just showing he's behind. He finally, like the Elijah one that we all knew was inside there, we just waiting for him to show up. And he surely did. He did not surprise
Did not
anybody.
disappoint.
Yeah, he didn't disappoint anybody. We knew what you were about.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately for poor Katina,
She has 5.5 more weeks of
not
this abuse
know.
if she doesn't walk away.
She doesn't know. But I think that because one thing I do see in her, she takes things in. Whereas Michaela, the difference between her and Michaela is that Michaela reacts. Like she's constantly reacting.
Yeah.
Not taking time to ponder. You see,
Katina literally sat there and listened.
She listens. She takes in all the abuse. She listens though, and I think she'll make a good decision for herself. I think so. Michaela, I had no doubt that she'll make poor decisions because she was used to, she wasn't aware, she wasn't self-aware,
No.
and she wasn't listening. She was reacting all the time. Katina doesn't react all the time. She's crying now, but it's okay, Katina. It's okay to cry. But I think when she sits down and she starts taking it all in, she's gonna say, this dude is abusive. He remind me of that ex. And the decision is a no. I have faith that she's she ain't going to stay with Elijah. I don't think she is.
Well, all we can do is pray at this point
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah. Oh, but I mean, he's gonna try though to make sure that she says a yes. Because you see men like that, like these fakers out there, pretending that they're men. He needs that someone praising him. He needs her for his self-esteem. He needs her to say yes on decision day, so that he'll feel good when he says no. Like what Zach did to Michaela. Is that what he did?
Yeah.
That he tried to turn it around, but we can start going on a first date, some bullshit like that.
You start hooking up, basically. Everybody was like, "What the fuck?" And then she's like, "Look, if it
It's
don't
our
make sense to
relationship.
y'all,
It's our relationship."
yeah,
Like
you in that
idiots.
relationship by your damn self."
Oh boy! And then you had Bao, like the other big Bobo the fool, going in there with Zach,
That
as
was
though she
so
could not.
crazy.
She couldn't see the
This-
forest from the tree.
I was like, bro, I thought it was the dumbest thing I ever saw in my life. Cause even you, Bao, was like, "What? You thought he was gonna treat you,
You said
better,
no
Bao?"
to Johnny, and you, girl, Bao.
I would have chose Johnny over Zach.
I know. If you said no to Johnny, Zach should not be the one that you should be saying yes to, because
No,
Zach
it's worse.
was less. Yes, he was less intellectually, emotionally developed than Johnny. So
Yeah.
if you said no to Johnny, why would you go further down and go pick Zach from the pile?
No, from the trash can where she found him with the
Lord
dusties.
have mercy. Ooh, child.
That was
So that was it. It was painful. It was very painful to watch. I'm sorry I went on my little rant. It was painful to watch. This is something I'm so passionate about. I feel so bad for these young women. My God. Do you understand, Katina, that you are the cream of the crop? Do you even get that? At your age, you're the cream of the crop. You got your pick of men. Good men. Not those ones are out here bamboozling women. Not the pretenders, not these fake ass. Not these ones,
It's so titi.
Oh. Anyway, we got to move on. Where is the next one? Whew, child, this one was hot. This one was hot. Tell us what you think about this man. Hey.
Lord,
Lord
you
have
want the ass
mercy.
wipe.
He is an asswipe. Like, for real.
That's what we should call tonight's episode.
Like, where did they find this clown?
In the dustbin. With the other dusties.
He comes with all his frivolous stuff like he's some damn Shakespeare.
And he's
Full
her
of
daddy. Like he
shit.
literally is talking about her as if like you raised her and like she's
First of
15
all-
years old and you don't
first
know
of
nothing
all,
about life.
He's not even talking to her like a father. He's not.
No,
Because a father should never talk to a daughter like that.
yeah, but you have the ass
A
wipe
father
fathers
should
there.
not talk to a son like that. These are human beings. You are their guardian. You're not there to
No,
break
but
them
he's
down.
talking down to her like a child.
That's what I'm saying. Parents should not talk down to children.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
You know what I'm saying? So when someone says, "Oh, you talk to me like a parent," no, parents should not. You see, that's the mistake we make, especially in our community. You're not to talk down to your children. For what? They're human beings. I don't care if they're 2 years old. That 2-year-old can teach you a few things.
Facts.
I remember one time I was so depressed. How old were you then? I think you were like 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I was depressed, and you told me to come sit on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
And you were going, let me tell you my problem. And I sat on that
Oh yeah, I
couch.
remember that.
Let me tell you, this girl came out with some wisdom. I had to write it down. And then I went to work, and I was telling my coworkers the wisdom she shared. And they were writing it down. She was only 13.
Yeah.
Okay? Let me tell you something. Children, they got sense. In their heads, they got sense. You don't talk down to a child. Even when you are telling them stuff that they need to do. You don't talk down to a child. That's why parents are losing kids. Because you talk down to them. When they become adults, they don't listen to you.
That part.
They don't listen to you because when you talk to them, it doesn't make them feel good.
Doesn't make them feel
This
safe.
poor girl has had parents, she has had someone in her life, some family member who was not supposed to abuse her like this, has abused her just the way the boyfriend abused her prior, and this clown right here, Olajuwon, is abusing her. She's had that in her life, and she hasn't healed from that.
That's also, you should never tell somebody what somebody else did to you.
I know.
Because then it's like, look, hey, I didn't do it as bad as they did, so you should be okay with it.
Yes.
You know?
And then she's telling her how she's been sheltered all her life. I don't know what you see. That's why women
Stop telling men about your past. Men don't need to know shit. You take that to your grave, and you take it to God.
You're giving them ammo. It's not about being vulnerable. Don't listen to these. Some of these people who tell you have to be vulnerable. Open up.
BS.
You know, you can open up, right? But there are certain things. That's why before you get into a relationship, you got to heal. You have to heal, and when you've healed from it, you don't need to keep on opening that door now to show it. Let me show it to you. I healed from this, so come and see what I healed from. No, so he can look and say, oh, yes, okay.
I'm going to use that against you next week, but you won't know.
Good trigger. No, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Men don't need to know shit about your past at all. And if a man is like pounding you for it, that ain't the person you need to be with, because that's in the past. What does that have to do with me in my future? Especially if I'm healed. So.
I know.
It don't make sense.
Because if you're healed from something, what does he need to know? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like where you're coming from. This is where I'm going. This is our present.
Yeah.
Everybody has past. Because they are never going to tell you everything. Now, yes, you can tell, you know, so-and-so, this person passed away. Like what Michael opened up about. That was really important. Let's talk about Michael and Jasmina. You know, he opened up about his brother.
Well, let's start at the
killed.
picnic. Let's start at the picnic.
Yes.
So Michael's actually trying. He went on a little date with Jasmina, with Feeny. It was a picnic date. The
Mr.
dog.
Feeny, the dog. Such a cute dog. That's Jasmina's dog.
He got the dog a lot of gifts and everything. It was very nice.
That was very nice.
And so he was talking to Jasmine about how, you know, we've gotten into arguments before or whatever stuff. How can I better communicate with you to, you know, not, you know, so that we can get along or whatever.
You need to know basic conversation.
So that's that condescending shit.
You gotta know basic conversation, because I don't know how you don't know basic conversation. I'll be Jasmina.
Like, it was just like she was being so condescending. Like, you don't have to be a prick to get your point across.
But that was so. It was very.
It was so condescending. That's why he's there sitting there like annoyed and sweating.
And then he says he tried to calm himself down. And then he says, "Okay." He's like, but
you can see that man was trying so hard not to like.
Yeah, he's like, okay,
go at her.
But if I am telling you, I want you to help me communicate better with you.
Don't get loud. Don't get loud. You watch your tone. Even Michael was like. This man literally was like, man, let me like put some water on my face.
By that time, I was like, Jasmina, shut up.
Shut up.
And I'm not even there. This man, he got the patience of Job. He got the patience of Job. And Jasmina, you messed that up. There are going to be many women at his door.
I'll be right there.
Because let me tell you something.
Michael.
Let me tell you something. That man is not even tall. You like tall men.
I do, but for him, I can make an exception.
For a Michael who got patience like Job,
and he actually has a very cute face.
He is fine.
He is fine. He's fine as sweet wine. He's fine as sweet wine.
He is fine. He is food. Yeah. Oh, we cannot be lost after people's husbands.
Well, we don't know if he gonna be her husband after this.
Jasmina, let me tell you, honey, if you let Michael go, I don't know who's gonna put up with your mouth.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Like you're talking down to him. That's what it is.
She's a teacher. She's talking to him like he's one of her students.
Well, that's a damn shame, because you shouldn't even talk to your students like that. I know, you shouldn't
tell him. Who doesn't know basic conversation? Like, these are skills that you need to know. I mean, I don't know how to help you. Like, and
These
her voice,
women just
was
know
like
how
this.
to
I was just like
emasculate
this.
men. Like, that's what
I
y'all
was
doing.
like,
Even
you know-
Lindsay, just stop emasculating these men. Then you wonder why the man's not being a man, is not being vulnerable. And then you're like, oh, why aren't you vulnerable with me? Because of your nasty, stink-ass attitude. That's why.
It's
And
not
your
even-
condescending
yeah.
tone. That's why I'm not vulnerable with you.
Yeah.
Why would I be vulnerable with you when I don't trust you?
Yeah.
When you like this and you stay talking down to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Michael was
Basic
just like,
conversations. Do you know what that means?
Calm
Let me
down.
spell it out for
Calm
you.
down.
BASIC.
you need to calm down.
No, you need to calm down.
I know, she was a mess. I was just like, she was not calm, but telling him to calm down. I was like, huh? Make that make sense. It was too much. It was really, really too much.
And I just felt bad for Michael. I just felt
because
bad for him.
pulled it. He was like between a rock and hard, but he was just like,
He said, let me not say nothing because let her
he
not
was-
come and give me the typical thing.
saying he
Black
was
man, I'm
aggressive
aggressive. This,
and
that, and the
loud.
third, and loud, and being loud and yelling
and
at me.
Yes.
Yes. So he said, let me not act an ass on TV because we already
No, but he has shown that he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
He has
And
shown.
if that's the tone, girl, just shut the fuck up. I mean,
Sorry,
shut up.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but she just be annoying me.
I know.
Shame cussing. I am a work in progress, but I am a grown woman. But
Yeah,
it's
grown
just too
women
much.
should not be cursing.
Mom, you cuss too.
I know. I'm trying not to, but not all like that. You just shut the f up.
Shut up, please.
Yeah.
Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. No, I'm kidding.
That's it.
But yes, so yeah, that was just too much.
Hot mess. Oh my goodness.
But he did open up and stuff. But
So
my
the
thing
next
is, girl.
day, I think you know what happened. I'm sure even the cameramen probably were like, to her. So probably she realized
I was
that
acting a plum fool.
obviously I'm on the wrong. I'm sure she can see their faces, like, But the next day she created this whole like personal trainer space, and they were going to exercise together. And then they sat down, which I loved that position, their feet touching. They held hands. And then she asked him to tell her something, about his family or
My
whatever.
thing is, I feel like Jasmina needs to be more vulnerable than Michael does.
Yeah.
This man has continuously put his neck out.
Mm-hmm.
He was there being vulnerable with you when he went to, do the puppy stuff. He's showing you that he cares. You need to be more vulnerable.
But I just realized what triggered, probably what even got her to do that for him was, at the table when she asked him about love, if he could see himself falling in love, like what does he need to fall? And he was like, not right now, right?
Yeah.
But he said that because I have to be able to be vulnerable with someone.
Yeah.
In order to
safe.
love them.
Yeah.
And so I guess she realized, he does not feel like I'm safe. He doesn't feel like he can't be vulnerable with me. And so if he can't be vulnerable with me,
but the thing, she was
he
trying to
can't love
gaslight
me.
and put it on him, though, because she was like, you say you're going to come into this thing being vulnerable, but what happened? Why can't you be vulnerable now?
Well, she
Your
has to look at
nasty
herself.
attitude.
Yeah. He doesn't feel safe. So I think that kind of maybe let her see, like, okay, maybe I need to be the safe space for him too. Because, I think deep down she likes Michael. I do. I kind of think that she does.
Well, I don't know, because she here talking about how her vagina not getting wet for him
Oh.
next episode.
Oh, yeah, that's...
She just said it straight up like that. I said, we getting croûte. We're getting croûte now.
Wow.
She was real croûte with it.
Damn, that's crude.
Croûte.
She said that to who?
She said to Dr. Viviana, my vagina not getting wet for him, know?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
And see, this is why Michael don't trust you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you flip-flopping like Jacko and Mr. Hyde.
I don't
too
know.
much.
I don't know who you're going to find, Jasmina, because
She might have to find somebody just as crazy as her who will
like
put her in
I
her place.
don't know who it will put, because once they get to start knowing you in your mouth, maybe her mouth is like that because. But remember, her friend said that she was very stubborn.
And she
like
doesn't
she
think
always
she
thinks
is.
she's right. She always
She
thinks
said
that
she's always right.
Yeah. So even if your friend is saying that you think you're always right, I don't think my friends will say that at all. My friends will never say that about me. Think I'm always right. Because I'm always like the first to apologize or something.
And you're a very humble person, actually.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But when your friend says that, then I don't know what kind of friend you're being. I mean, are you being a friend to your friend?
Hell no.
If you stubborn like that, that's odd for a teacher to be that way, right? For a teacher to be so impatient.
Well, maybe she's so tired of hanging out with the kids. When she's off, that's her time for her to show her true colors.
Wow.
True colors.
So.
But
Okay, so I guess that's not
Lindsay-
going to work then. Let's move on to Lindsay.
And Mark.
Because if the vagina thing, let's move on.
I
then.
thought that was crazy for her to say that.
Wow, what did Michael say?
You think his stuff's getting hard for you? Because it definitely
Probably
ain't.
not. Because as soon as you open your mouth, that thing has gotten limp. It has hit it. It's not even around.
It's curled up in hot hit somewhere.
It's like our cat when he puts her neck like that. That thing he fighting. He's like, "Where's my hole? Where's my hole? Oop, oop, retreat."
Yeah.
So yeah, Jasmina, you and him both. How about that? Who, child? Okay, so
She
Lindsay.
thinks she's some damn prize.
I
And
don't know.
typically women are the prize, but not when you acting like an ass.
Yeah, she is just. She can be very mean. Like her mouth. Who?
I could not see myself being friends with her. I had a friend like that, and
Ooh, child.
who was very bipolar. I was just like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. We
Yeah.
tried being friends once, it ended.
Yeah.
Tried being friends again, I think senior year.
Yeah.
No, junior year. And that girl basically, like, I'm there doing my nails, and she basically, like, because we were
Okay.
doing all
Yeah,
good, and then
so-
next thing you know, she acting all crazy. And I'm going to leave in the house with my nails half done. I took off the fake nails. I said, this is the last time I'm going to ever see this chick again.
Yeah.
And I blocked her, and it was over.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, you can't be here being an ass and your
Yeah.
mouth all like this and think that someone's going to put up with
Nobody's
it.
gonna put up
No.
with it. Not friends, not boyfriends, not husbands. No one is putting up with that.
Yeah.
People, when they're in a relationship, no matter
It's
what
called-
relationship, they want peace in their life.
Yeah.
And Jasmina, it's like Michael cannot even have a regular conversation without you going left. And I still remember her already lying on him. I still remember her lying, like
Yeah.
straight out lying to Pastor Cal.
That's scary.
And that was that mess scary.
That's real scary.
So that for her, just leave Michael in peace. That man is a peaceful man. Leave him the hell alone.
The hell
Let him be
alone.
with someone who appreciates him.
Big facts.
You need to go somewhere,
Yeah, go get your own damn healing.
anywhere, somewhere,
Just
but
not,
not
with
near
him.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the last
Lindsay.
one? Oh, Lindsay and Mark. So after she cursed him out, they did end up talking. He told her he took her to a sushi place. Right? So she said she has scaled it back. She gave him 100% before, but now she's only going to give him 1%. And he says, it's better than 0. Maybe he just needs her in 1% doses.
I don't think he can do 99% of Lindsay. I think it's too much for him.
Yeah. You gotta
But the
give,
thing is,
like,
how is she supposed to be 1% for the rest of her life? That's not who she
she's
really
not the
is.
rest of her life, but maybe 1% now, and then he'll start asking you for 5%. I don't know if Mark really likes her, or
He
if he's
don't
gonna,
like her. She
or if
need to cut her losses.
or if he's gonna stay with her so because of the help she is giving him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
And she's like, man, but my thing is with Lindsay, she stays emasculating that man.
Yeah.
Like, you just have your breast in his
I know.
mouth.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna help you,
Try to
Mama Bear. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help
mothering-
you.
like trying to mother him.
It's too much.
And that's not his love language. He doesn't like that. He actually
Wants
he
to be a
knows-
man.
He knows you're nurturing, but he doesn't need nurturing because he has his mom. Just like you said, he has his mom.
And my thing is though, but you keep on throwing it in his face. Like, you're gonna help him, but you throw it in my face. Oh, I'm not team for you when I put my effing hazmat suit on and went to your roach infested apartment. How the fuck is that supposed to make me feel? So now, and then she also, what else was she saying? That
How about his weenie was small?
his weenie was small and all this stuff or
He
whatever.
only makes $60,000 a year, or
Yeah.
75,000. I don't know. Yeah, at his whatever job,
He
small
sells gym
job.
memberships. I thought that was
He
like,
was
wow,
so mad.
he ain't into real estate.
And And then
There
how
was something else she said, but I can't remember what it was.
Maybe she's too much woman for him.
That's not being a woman. You're just being his mother. It's just it's too much.
No, you're being a jerk. You're not even being a mother.
And you keep on
say
throwing.
you're
And then
nurturing.
oh,
but you're
she
not.
also was saying that. Oh, your life is in chaos. Your life is in chaos. Your life is in chaos. You know, so that's why you're acting like an ass. You know, so it's just like, are you helping me or are you throwing that shit in my face?
Yes, the help that I'm giving you, I'm gonna keep on rubbing it in your face.
So you remember who I am, okay? You need me. You your roach infested apartment. You need me. So
Lay at my feet and kiss my feet. Because you're staying at my house.
I do too much good for you to be treating me like this.
I am nurturing you even though you don't ask for it. I'm going to love you the way I want to love you. I don't give a damn about your love language.
I'm going to put my breast in your mouth because even if you don't want it.
Even though you don't like breast milk.
It's too much.
Have the
it's
sushi.
Too damn much.
Have the sushi because I eat sushi.
Who wants raw fit? Anyway, no
I'm not a
disrespect to
sushi
people. I'm
person
sorry,
either.
I can't eat.
Yeah.
You know, they have muscle memory. The muscle
Yeah.
memory is still there. I saw a raw shrimp move once. Because the muscle memory is still there.
Ooh, child.
Anyway, I eat everything cooked. A little burnt. A little extra crispy.
Well done.
And well done. Ain't gonna be no blood up in there. But, yeah, so... Not knocking nobody who eats sushi,
you
but
don't want the blood running like a river.
No.
Going
Hell
down the
no,
food.
no. I ain't no vampire. This is not Twilight.
I want it rare and bloody.
Some people real crazy, bro.
Oh, we're just teasing. Those who like their food rare and bloody, hey, you do you.
Well,
man.
you know how we feel.
You know. I mean, the Maasai tribe, they drink the blood from the cow, straight from the cow. And they're very tough. And they drink the milk and the blood. And they're very
let's
tall
talk
and
about
they're very
Lindsay.
Strong. Whew, Maasai.
Let's finish up with Lindsay and Mark so we can end this thing. Okay. But Lindsay and Mark.
Well, okay, I think we're done with Lindsay and Mark.
Yeah.
Now Noah and Steve. Finally, I think they did something right, but I'm still not sold completely. I know he says I love you, but I don't know. Steve finally told Noah that he loves her. And it was a beautiful moment. He held her head, kissed her forehead.
Well, after he popped the champagne.
Yes. She sat in his lap and curled up and fitted just really nicely. And he said, I love you. And she said, I love you too. And they kissed. I don't know with Steve.
You know, he reminds me of Sal in some ways. You know, like Sal. He's very nice.
Who's Sal?
But on the wedding day, he gonna shock the hell out of you.
Oh, Sal. Sal with Mallory.
Yeah. Seems very nice.
Very calm.
But you can't really figure them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Those
You're here
silent ones are.
Those silent killers. Because he just shot Mallory down. Man, if you told me Sal was going to say no,
and then she came back again and he shut her down again. And then he says, okay, we'll go on a date, and they're walking away and he shut her down again. Like, damn.
Bruh, if you told me that Sal was going to say no, Mallory, I would have said you are a liar.
You know, I started looking at him with a side eye.
It was only on the wedding day, though.
No, when that girl
popped up
at his sister's house, and they opened the door for her, and she spent all night there. He said telling lies about him. But worrying enough.
It had to be a girlfriend because
worrying enough to the sisters that they called him to tell him. And he never said what he did. Did he go over there? Did he comfort her? Has he spoken to her? Like, we had no idea what happened after that.
No, we didn't.
And I wondered to myself did he finally now realize, like, well, he told Mallory something, he said, I didn't know, like, that's how she felt. So I'm wondering if that gave him, like, well, oh, okay. She feels that way. Maybe We can be together. And I thought that if she went to the sister's house, this is either like a family friend that they know. It's someone that the sisters know that he brought home. So if they were just F buddies, how did she even know where the sisters live? And how was she that comfortable to go late at night? And they kept her there for how long until she talked it out and cried it out? So that was very... And then Mallory said something to him, you know, if anything else happens. So obviously maybe they talked about it outside of the camera. If anything else happens, I'm gone. So obviously it wasn't kosher with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I just felt Sal... And I don't know if he was upset about that, because I just felt like, couldn't he have told her, Mallory, like, the answer is, you know, is probably a no?
I thought it was dirty.
Instead
the
of
way he
waiting
did her.
until you get there. That's how I just felt. Anywho.
Boy, we were talking about Love is Blind.
But yes,
But anyway.
but Steve, I don't know. I don't believe, when he says, I love you, he may love her like a sister. Or love her like a human being.
I thought it was definitely a red flag for him when she went and posted on social media.
Yeah, I thought that was just childish.
Very childish, actually.
How you go post on social... You know, don't get social media involved in your relationship.
Like, what's the point? Why are you posting subliminal stuff for?
I
Like,
know.
what are you getting out of that? Like,
Why?
do you want them to see it and then say something to you?
Do you not
Why
have
can't
a phone?
you just say,
you live with
look,
this man.
this is how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You got me effed up for, you know, like for coming and criticizing me about the damn noodles.
Yeah.
That's not right. I don't like how you talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I love you, but I'm pissed at you right now. So I'm taking sushi and I'm going to a hotel.
Exactly.
Talk to you later, fool.
Yeah,
Just
that's
talk
it.
to him later.
Mm-hmm.
But to do it on social media to show your ass, it's too much.
It's too much.
So now,
Very immature.
and on top of that, his family follows her. So now the mom, the aunt, the dad, and the uncle, and the great grandfather gotta come and be like, so what's going on? Oh, I was teaching her how to make noodles and she got upset. Huh?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So now you just look like an idiot.
Yeah. That all of that was just too much. All that was
And then you got your whole family. Then next thing you know, they're gonna be looking at her sideways, like so she's emotionally unstable.
Yeah.
You sure this gonna work? And then next thing you know, they're all up in your ears. You see how people be gossiping. People can't help but gossip. It's just what we do as human beings. Unfortunately,
Because
I don't think
Steve,
he going to.
breakfast time, when they were at the breakfast table, he said to her, I mean,
Just
I
if we're
don't even
married, it
know
don't-
if
doesn't even
marriage,
work.
exactly, if this is gonna work.
Yeah.
And then that evening, because you know they were wearing the same clothes, now he loves her. The whole thing is odd.
Very odd.
That's like some serious whiplash.
My neck.
What?
Wait a second. Let me go to the hospital. Fix my
Yeah,
neck.
so
I don't know, y'all, but yeah, that was it. But
that
it
was
seems
it.
like
Whew,
next
child.
episode we get into some BDSM. I don't even know what the hell that
BDSM?
stands
What's that?
for. Basically, 50 Shades of Grey. I never watched that
Oh,
movie
really?
either.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
no,
you know,
I
'cause
never
they-
read the book either. Yeah.
Lindsay was there with a gag ball, and then they were whipping Michael, and then she had a chain around Olajuwon's neck. Well, I'm checked out. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on. They're there talking about sex, and she was like, you know, he seemed like a very passionate person, but he really hasn't been that passionate. That's what Lindsay says about him, so I guess she finally let him know that you're not making me orgasm or whatever.
Oh, she told him that.
Well, she basically insinuated. And she was like, you know, I was thinking because he's such a passionate person, he'll be able to handle me, but that's not what's been happening.
Ooh, so he's not doing it for her.
Well, Mom,
Well,
we
I
all
don't-
knew that in the bathroom when she
Well, I
said
don't
his
think the
weenie was little.
BDSM will help with that, because that doesn't bring intimacy.
No.
That's just you adding violence to something that's sacred. So okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
And then, of course,
But you certainly
Jasmina.
are not gonna get orgasm with that. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Or
Good
intimacy.
sex comes from knowing
Ooh,
your partner's
child.
body very well and knowing what makes them whatever.
Mm.
But, and then, of course, Jasmina said that horrible thing.
Well, he will never want to do anything with you anyway. Jasmina.
She's just ruthless.
Yeah.
Just very ruthless. Very
She
crude.
does not like him at all, I guess.
Skip your ass on down the merry way. Like, just go on about your business.
You are not a. I mean, maybe you're not doing it for him either. Certainly not with that behavior. That's enough to turn anybody off. That's enough to turn. He probably doesn't want to do anything with you, but he's not gonna say that to you
Because he actually has some fucking decency.
because you're a human being. You're a human being. Yeah, I mean you're just a human being, so he has to treat you with some form of, like what you said, dignity, manners,
And
class.
respect. I
Things
just
that
can't
you
believe
don't
she said
know
that.
nothing about, but you're a teacher teaching our children.
Scary, isn't it? Anyway, so that was Married at First Sight.
We're not good for her job, but I mean,
But it's just like that girl Shiloh.
No,
You know,
like,
the way she was acting with Phil.
Yeah, with the intimacy.
And you were right.
Girl,
she ended up
miss me.
suing OWN. She sued the network.
Yeah,
But
Poor
you even
child.
said it though.
yeah,
So, thanks y'all for watching.
yeah.
It's been quite a beat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Allegedly she should sue. Because I have to see the paper myself before she comes sue us.
Yeah.
Child, allegedly. Mm-hmm.
But thank y'all for watching. It is Mary.
And Amma,
Please like,
share,
subscribe.
and comment.
We will see y'all another day. We
And
have
the
a
next
huge
one, yes.
announcement coming up.
Yes.
Probably tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, tomorrow's Thursday. Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
we can do the other
yes,
stuff on Thursday.
Absolutely.
But yes, so stay tuned.
Alrighty.
Good
bye.
night.